And we're starting. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Missouri Association of College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We are so excited to have you all participating in this event tonight, and we have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Daisha, and I am going to be your facilitator this evening. Before we get started, I have just a few housekeeping items to share with you. First, your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists for tonight's session will not be able to see you. However, you can ask any questions you'd like using the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. So feel free to click that at any point and type your questions for our presenters, and they will be able to respond to you via chat. Tonight's this session is going to be one of many that are taking place, so be sure to check out the schedule on our website so you can see who else is presenting tonight and join those sessions. The presentation tonight is going to be recorded, and it is going to be available online at strivescan.com/Missouri. And so now I'd like to turn it over to our first school presenting tonight, and that will be the University of Mississippi.
Hey, y'all. My name is Debbie McCain-Wesley, and I am a regional admissions rep here tonight with my fellow colleague, Lucy Steese, who is actually going to be your Ole Miss admissions rep. She's going to drop her information in the chat. So should you have any questions, please feel free at any time to reach out to her. So the University of Mississippi is the flagship university for the state of Mississippi, affectionately and lovingly known as Ole Miss. We're nestled in the northern part of the state of Mississippi in a fabulous college town called Oxford. Perhaps you've heard of Memphis, Tennessee. Well, if so, we're a little over an hour outside of Memphis, located again in a fabulous college town called Oxford. We have a little over 22,000 total students. Those include our medical school, law school, graduate school students, but our undergrads are around 17,000, and they come from all over. So all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and over 90 countries are represented on our campus at Ole Miss. And I think that's what attracts a lot of students to us, because they can have the best of both worlds. We're not too big, yet we're not too small. Certainly they come interested in pursuing our over 120 programs of study that are situated within certain schools, as well as our College of Liberal Arts, which is our largest academic division. We have nationally ranked programs in our School of Pharmacy, School of Accountancy, but also some very robust programs in our School of Business and School of Engineering and Education and Applied Sciences and Journalism and New Media. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to be able to explore our curriculum and hopefully find something that you're interested in and are passionate about. We have a number of special programs that are an added layer to your academic experience. We boast 2 language flagship programs in Chinese and Arabic. We have a Center for Intelligence and Security Studies, a Center for Manufacturing Excellence, Croft Institute for International Studies. And I should note and share with you, if you're thinking about studying abroad, so easily to do at Ole Miss. We send students to every continent every year for either or a semester or a year. We have a wonderful Mississippi Excellence in Teaching program, early entry pharmacy, and of course, a fabulous honors college. When students aren't in class and or in the library, they are actively engaged in the life of our college community. We offer over 400 clubs and organizations and an active Greek life system. Again, we're located in the town of Oxford that I describe as a quintessential Southern college town. It has around 20,000 residents. So when all of our students are there, they pretty much double the size. There are a number of student life activities and traditions that are centered around our campus to keep our students well and to keep them mindful of their surroundings, but more so about themselves. We boast 2 student rec centers, one with an indoor Olympic-sized swimming pool, the other with a rock climbing wall. There are a number of walking, biking, hiking places and spaces for students, and also a lake nearby. Given our proximity to Memphis, a little over an hour away, 5 hours from New Orleans, we attract some of the best artists that brings a number of concerts, performances, and various things to our campus. So there's always something to do. And of course, we want students to be successful at the University of Mississippi, and we provide a lot of opportunities for them to be able to do that. We are a residential campus, and in that, we require our first-year students to live on campus with us. And we're gonna give you a number of options, from traditional style housing as well as contemporary style. And I will tell you, the food is also delicious as well. Students come to us, as I stated, from all over, and over 80% of them receive some type of financial assistance to be at Ole Miss. We offer both need-based aid, academic merit aid, and we have a very strong scholarship application program. So if our academic merit, especially for our out-of-state students with a particular ACT of a 25, 1200 on the SAT with a 3.0 GPA, automatic scholarship of money. The higher the score, the higher the amount, and we can share all of that with you. As you see here on this slide, it kind of highlights the residential component of our campus. Again, a number of places and spaces for our students to make their home for especially the first year, because you're required to live there as a freshman, but many students return in their upperclassmen years as well. Of course, at the university, it's very easy for you to apply. We offer 2 ways. You can complete the Ole Miss application, and or we are on the Common App. We're also test optional, so those test scores are not required for admission. But as I stated earlier, when it comes to our academic merit awards, we do require them. So if you're able to take them, do take that into consideration as you apply. And of course, we would love for you to come and spend the day with us. We are offering in-person campus tours that will give you an opportunity to see our gorgeous campus and ESPN's #1 college town. And join me as we go to Alabama on Saturday, that we beat them. Hotty toddy, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Ole Miss. Our next institution presenting is Southeast Missouri State University.
All right, let me get my screen pulled up. All right. All right, can you guys see my screen okay? All righty, well, I'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for the 6x6 virtual college panel. Can you see my full screen? Or is it good now? Okay, perfect. Yeah, like I said, thank you for joining us tonight. My name's Emily Socks, and I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Southeast Missouri State University. So SEMO is located in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, which is halfway between St. Louis, Missouri and Memphis, Tennessee. At SEMO, we are a 4-year regional public institution, and we have about 10,000 enrolled students. We are also an NCAA Division I school, and last year we won our conference Commissioner's Cup because we won more championships than any other school in our conference. In addition to athletics, we have a campus that's dedicated to the fine arts. The River Campus is the only campus in the state of Missouri that is nationally accredited in art, music, dance, and theater. And the River Campus has housing, dining, large performance venues, small practice rooms, fitness facilities, and more. And here at SEMO, as you can see on this slide, we have 140 different areas of study. So some of our most popular areas of study include business, cybersecurity, education, mass media, nursing, and the fine arts. And if you're not sure what you want to major in yet, it's okay, because we have academic advisors who help our students explore all of their options. And some of our unique majors at SEMO include marine biology, historic preservation, and our newest program that launched this fall, it's the professional pilot program. And we have a saying here at SEMO called "Find Your Flock," which means that we want to help you find other people that will help you succeed in college and far beyond college. So currently at SEMO, we have 200 different clubs and organizations. A few of our active clubs on campus right now include Outdoor Adventure Club, Harry Potter Club, Tomorrow's Teachers, and Future Farmers of America. We also have 20 different intramural and club sports that take place at our recreation facilities. And the club sports that we offer this semester are softball, baseball, soccer, sand volleyball, and table tennis. And we also have an esports team at SEMO, and their arena is located in the Towers complex. And this esports team is our largest club on campus. They have over 500 members, and they compete on 11 competitive teams. And then in addition, at SEMO,
Emily?
yeah.
Hi. I think we're seeing your presentation screen. I just wanted to let you
okay,
know.
thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
Can you see the full screen now?
Yes, you're good to go.
Perfect, thanks. And then also at SEMO, we have about 23 different Greek life organizations. So about 16% of our students on campus are Greek member affiliates. And during the 2021 Greek Week, SEMO Greeks raised over $45,000 for local nonprofits. And we had the second largest blood drive in the entire Midwest. So on campus and off campus, there are lots of places to live and eat. And on campus, we have 18 different resident halls. So we have, the typical community style dorms, but then we also have suite style dorms all across campus. We even have a pet friendly dorm. Then some of our other special interest housing communities include military, gender inclusive, honors, among many other groups. And then some of our on-campus dining facilities include Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Subway, and Towers Cafe. Then we also offer many study abroad destinations. So at SEMO currently, there are 50 different destinations that you can study abroad at as a student. And we offer trips that are as short as a week, and then some that are as long as an academic school year. And at SEMO, we have an incredibly generous scholarship program. So nearly 70% of our students who apply for admission are considered and receive one of the Copper Dome scholarships. And that's that chart here on your screen. Our first automatic scholarship is the Copper Dome. So the Copper Dome scholarship increases every single year at SEMO. And for this scholarship, we take weighted GPA and we super score for scholarship consideration. And as a reminder, if you don't have a test score, no problem, because we are a test optional institution. And then our second automatic scholarship that you can receive when you apply is the Residence Life Leadership Award. And this is an automatic $1,000 that goes towards on-campus housing for students that have at least a 3.25 high school GPA. And like I said, to be considered for these, you just need to apply for admission before December 1st. And you can apply online on our website or through the Common App. And we also have our Will to Do Award. This is a financial aid-based scholarship that provides Missouri students with free tuition and general fees all 4 years at SEMO. And so to qualify, you must be an incoming freshman, be federal Pell Grant eligible, have at least a 2.75 high school GPA, and have your FAFSA on file by March 1st. And currently about 40% of our students at SEMO are Pell Grant eligible. And similarly to the Copper Dome and the Residence Life, you can renew this every single year, like I mentioned. You just need to maintain a 3.0 grade point average at SEMO. And as you can see on the screen too, we have a lot of different support services for free. We have a writing lab, a tutoring lab, and a shuttle that takes students on and off campus, and so much more. And if this sounds good to you, I would just encourage you to visit campus like the last slide, or this slide mentions. You can visit our website at semo.edu/visit or call us at the number provided. We also have 2 premier Show Me Days this semester. on this Saturday, October 2nd, and then November 13th as well. And thank you again for joining us tonight, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have in the chat, but for now, I'll hand it off to St. Charles Community College.
Thank you, Simo. As you mentioned, our next institution is St. Charles Community College, so we'll invite them to share screen.
Right. Hi, everybody. My name is Barbara Stratman. I'm your admissions recruiter at St. Charles Community College. Our main campus is located in Cottleville, Missouri, off of Mid Rivers Mall Drive. We have an additional campus in Dardine Prairie off of Highway 4061 for allied health, agriculture, and culinary programs. We have about 6,000 students enrolled at St. Charles Community College, with the average class size being around 20 students together. We are currently back offering in-person, remote, and online learning options. Our campus and services have officially opened back up as of this fall semester. We have around 35 clubs and organizations on campus. These are going to be hobby-based groups, identity-based, and pre-professional organizations. My biggest advice is, no matter where you end up going to school, please get involved in something. This is where you are going to make new friends at your new school, as well as find leadership and volunteer opportunities that are going to look great on your resume as you move towards graduation and that job search. Our athletic teams includes men's baseball and soccer, women's softball and soccer, as well as co-ed cross-country track and field. Last year, our men's soccer team went to nationals, as well, and we had 2 All-American runners recognized on our cross-country team. Scooter McCougar is our mascot. You can see him on the screen. Last year in 2020, our first on-campus apartment complex called Campus Lake Apartments opened, as well as a Starbucks joined the coffee shop on campus in the Student Center. So those are fun things that have recently happened. Tuition at St. Charles Community College is dependent on where you live, how you're taking classes, and what classes you are taking. Are you in district or out of district? Meaning, do you live within St. Charles County or not? Second, are you taking online classes or are you taking in-person classes? And then lastly, what kind of disciplines are you taking those classes in? Are you taking general education credits, computer science classes? Are you in the nursing program? These individual factors go into calculating your tuition. The average semester tuition for a full-time student at SCC is going to be around $2,000. More than $200,000 in scholarship is made available every semester for our students through the SCC Foundation and the SCC Board of Trustees. Students complete a one-stop shop application on our website to see what you may qualify for. Scholarship deadlines for next fall are going to be April 1st and May 1st. 38% of our students at SCC receive some form of financial aid, and this does include benefits from the A+ program. I know we call it a scholarship a lot of the time, but the A+ program is actually state-funded financial aid. So please pay attention to your financial aid checklist, as well as those deadlines if you are planning to utilize your A+ benefits that you earned in high school. A majority of our students at SCC take classes to complete their associate's degree. That's a 2-year degree in preparation for transferring to a 4-year school. So on my screen right now, I have a list of our degree options. The top half of that list, the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Arts in Teaching, Associate of Fine Arts, and the Associate of Science are all noted as our transfer programs. So this is 2 years of your general education coursework, the introductory courses for eventually what you want to major in to set you up to transfer to a 4-year school after graduation here. The bottom part of that list is the Associate of Applied Science degrees. Those are our career and technical programs. This is 2 years of in-depth education to prepare you for the workforce and go right to work after graduation. So really think about where you want to be in 5-10 years. What are your goals? What are we looking to accomplish? And we're going to start from the very beginning, and how do we work towards there? That's how we pick our degree at SCC. Some of our newer degree options in this list are going to include animation and gaming under computer science, our agriculture program. So if you are interested in drones, lasers, experimental fields, we have a welding program that teaches stick welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding. And we are certified as a Sense Site by the American Welders Association. Our allied health programs at the Darting Creek campus with our virtual hospital are always very popular. We have nursing programs for RN and LPN, and we do not operate on a wait list anymore. And we have a fully online health information management degree. Popular health occupation programs are going to include pharmacy technician, phlebotomy, and CNA. Last August, St. Charles County residents passed Proposition Community College, a $30 million no tax increase bond issue. For details on those projects, definitely check out our website. So here are a couple things that you would see on your visit in the upcoming year to campus. The administration building is being reimagined to provide a cohesive experience for our students. So all of our student services have moved to temporary locations on campus for construction to start in October and be done by June. We are renovating the old Cafe Bookstore building to create at least 5 new science labs, also construction to start in October and be done by next July for the fall semester. We recently purchased a former firehouse in Wentzville and renovated that building to be used by our welding program. The new Department of Public Safety building is finishing construction here this fall. It is a building that is closer to campus-like apartments, our apartments on campus. And if you have driven by campus on Mid-Rivers Mall Drive recently, hopefully you have seen our new LED signs. The admissions process at SCC is pretty straightforward. Complete your online application and send us your transcripts. You'll be ready to meet with an academic advisor. Registration for next fall will open up in April, but we are offering virtual and on-campus admissions appointments at this time, so I would love to see you soon.
Thank you, St. Charles Community College. As a reminder, you all are able to ask any questions you have of our panelists tonight by clicking the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. Please feel free to enter any questions you have, and our panelists will respond to you throughout tonight's event. Our next institution is Research College of Nursing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Susan Arnold Christian, and I work at Research College of Nursing here in Kansas City. We are over 115 years old in Kansas City, and I think one of the best kept secrets. We're a pretty small school. We have a total of about 500 students in our BSN and our MSN programs. So it's a great place where you can get to know people really intimately, and your professors definitely know you by name. If you're thinking about nursing, what we offer is a BSN program. And so this is kind of one of the ways that you can get into nursing as a first step and get your bachelor's degree of science in nursing. You can work lots of different places in nursing. And I think we all saw in the last almost 2 years now through COVID, what a huge impact you can make in the healthcare field. Right here in Kansas City, we're seeing about an average starting wage for a registered nurse of around $50,000, and definitely seeing a growth and a need for more nurses. Why should you consider coming to Research College of Nursing? We are a school that is owned by a hospital corporation. HCA Midwest owns Research College of Nursing. They have 6 hospitals in the Kansas City area. And so you get a really good connection with the healthcare field and direct contact with nurses and doctors and HR and all of those people that you can get to know as you're studying for nursing. We do have a 94% pass rate. It's a first-time pass rate on the NCLEX exam. Honestly, we did see a little dip after COVID, and we're working on some of those things. I think all of us students just across the board just kind of struggle with online education and doing a transfer program with that. We are seeing 100% of our students employed in the degree field. So they are passing the NCLEX exam to get their registered nurse license and working in the field. We also offer a 90% tuition assistance program supported by HCA Midwest, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Again, that low faculty to student ratio. The people who are here have been here. We have a good mix of people who've been here for their whole career, for 30 plus years, and we have new people like myself who've been here not quite as long, and everybody just really loves getting to know the students, and we are accredited by both CCNE and the Higher Learning Commission. This is the location of the 6 hospitals in the Kansas City area, so 2 on the Kansas side and the rest on the Missouri side. And this is where our students do our clinicals and go to work for HCA after graduation if they choose to do that. The dedicated education units are, we were one of the first programs in Kansas City to have dedicated education units. And this is a different type of clinical experience where you're not just following a group of other students around observing what's happening. You're actually one-on-one with a nurse for your clinical shifts and getting to know that nurse and working with that nurse multiple shifts. And that nurse is trained by our faculty members to evaluate you and help grade you on your experience and just help you through that learning process. You can go to our YouTube channel, just look up Research College of Nursing and see some of the student stories about their experiences in clinicals at these dedicated education units. Again, just kind of breaking down the Bachelor's of Science of Nursing. I know there's lots of paths into nursing and we could talk a long time about that. But what we offer is a traditional Bachelor's of Science of Nursing. We also offer an accelerated for people who already have a non-nursing degree. But this program is a kind of a 2+2 program. So you go to whatever college you want to for your freshman and your sophomore year of college, and you do those prerequisites, and then you come to us for your junior and senior year. And you can get credit for lots of the general education courses and things that you're taking in high school as well as in college. This is a list of the prerequisites that you would take during that first 2 years of your program, wherever you would want to go. Typically takes about 2 years to complete unless you've done a lot of credits in high school. And you can see it's 60 credit hours that you're bringing to us. So it does take a little bit of time to get these prerequisites done. We do have an early admission process for high school students. And this is what I call, if you're interested in nursing, it's kind of a no-brainer because it's free. There's no cost to it. It's not a binding decision. You can apply your senior year of high school, and then you can take your first 2 years of college, wherever you're taking your prerequisites, to kind of still be searching and looking and making sure that we're the right fit for you. And if you find that we're not, then you simply just contact us and we open up that spot for somebody else. But it is an easy way to get a guaranteed spot in a nursing program as you're kind of completing those prerequisites. The application is just a PDF application, no essay to write. You're just giving us your contact info and you're going to send us your transcripts and your ACT scores. We are looking for a 3.0 GPA with a 22 ACT or a 3.2 with a 21 ACT. Now, if that's not where you're at or you haven't taken the ACT, then you just wait until your freshman year of college and you take those first semester courses and then you apply, and we're no longer looking at the ACT, we're just looking at your college GPA. And so know that there are some options there for you. If you wait until your sophomore year to apply, we're just looking for that college GPA of a 3.0 or better. We're going to take in nothing lower than a C. If you have a 2.8 to a 2.99, we just need to see a B- or better in A and P. And all of our applications come through Nursing CAS once you're past that early admission process, once you're kind of starting your sophomore year of college. And clearly you don't have to have all the prerequisites done to be able to apply. And we'll share some more of this info with you guys via email because I talked too much and ran out of time.
Thank you, Research College of Nursing. Our next institution is Southern Illinois University.
Is it showing correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla Staley, and with me in the chat box is my colleague, Delbrika Flowers, and we work for SIUE. So this past fall, we welcomed 1,992 first-year students, which was a 21% increase in first-year students. We are very excited about this. And then we welcomed 1,022 transfer students. So overall, we have a little over 13,000 students here on campus. We're considered a mid-sized university with an average class size of 20 students and a student-to-faculty ratio of 15:1. On the left-hand side, you'll see the breakdown of colleges and schools. These are the divisions that make up the unit. Yes?
Your slides aren't advancing.
Oh, not good. Let's see.
There you go.
Oh, it's good now?
Yes, I see
Okay.
your fall 2021 slide.
Oh, perfect. Okay. How about, is this good?
I don't think it's moving forward. I see the slide with your stats on it, average class size. Is that the one you want to be on?
Do you see like the College of Arts and Sciences?
No.
How about now? Is it good now?
No, I don't think it's moved forward.
No?
Okay, it's moved forward a couple slides now. Okay.
Okay, perfect. I should be good now. Is it College of Arts and Sciences?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so on the bottom, you'll see we have 125 undergraduate majors, 64 minors, 11 pre-professional programs, and then we do have graduate school available as well as doctoral programs. Now, the next to the schools, you'll see that some of them have an asterisk, and that means that they do what we call direct entry. As far as official test scores, we went test blind. So if you have a 2.6 or higher, we won't need test scores. However, if you have below a 2.6, admission criteria is a 2.0 with a 19 ACT or 990 SAT. Now for tuition, our tuition is only $9,123 for the year. We do lock tuition and we charge the same amount for in and out of state students. Our fees are $3,096 for the year. Something that we do that most schools don't is we include textbooks. So this will save you quite a bit. With room and board, it's $9,881. This does come with a full meal plan. And if you want to live off campus, we technically don't have a housing requirement, so it will be your choice. 70% of students, though, do live through SIUE housing. So grand total sticker price without any scholarships or anything from the FAFSA is $22,100. If you've not yet applied, on October 4th through the 17th, we'll be having Cougar Week, so we're waiving all application fees for freshmen and transfer students. We ask that you apply before December 1st to be reviewed for scholarships and direct entry. And then May 1st is when we ask students to let us know if they plan on enrolling in the fall. When it comes to first-year scholarships, the Meridian Scholarship is the most competitive. It is to be reviewed for a full ride scholarship. So 20 students each year receive a full ride. If you have a 3.5 or higher, you'll want to submit a profile before December 1st. Janetta Haley is for our underrepresented students that have a 3.0 or higher GPA to receive $2,000 a year. Then the SIUE commitment is going to be based on the results of your FAFSA. So you'll want to make sure to file FAFSA on October 1st and add SIUE onto your list of schools. If your family makes less than $63,575 and you have less than $50,000 in assets, SIUE will cover tuition and fees. And then last but not least is the Cougar Pride Scholarship. So this is the most frequent one that our students receive. So if you have a 3.0 or higher GPA, you will receive some sort of Cougar Pride ranging from $2,000 to $4,000 a year. And you are welcome to send in updated transcripts and we are happy to adjust your Cougar Pride. And then if you are a transfer student, we will ask for your official college transcripts. For transfer students, it's a 2.0 or higher for if they have 30 college credits post high school graduation. And 42% of our new students are transfer students. We're very transfer friendly. We also have transfer scholarships available if you have 24 transferable credit hours post high school graduation. All of these scholarships, you do have to be a fall entry student. So Cougar Pride ranges from $1,000 to $3,000. It's a GPA chart. Phi Theta Kappa, if you are a member, it's a one-time award of $2,000. And then we also have the Janetta Haley and SIUE commitment for these students. In October, we will be having 2 preview days. These are large open houses if you want to learn more about your major, housing, financial aid. We'll be doing on-site admission. And that is our presentation.
Awesome. Thank you, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Our final institution presenting tonight is the University of Missouri.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for waiting till the end. Appreciate all of you being here. So my name is Ashlyn. I am an admissions rep here for the University of Missouri, aka Mizzou, and I recruit in the Central Mo territory. But just to kind of talk about where we're located. So we are in Columbia, Missouri, about the 4th largest city in the state of Missouri, and the population sits right around 120,000. Now, Mizzou, or Columbia, rather, we really are that quintessential college town, but you're also going to have all of those amenities of living in a bigger city. Now, when I say we're a quintessential college town, I think one of the ways that we are able to best execute that is through our downtown area, and that is all walking distance of campus. So there are lots of coffee shops, bookstores, boutiques, live music venues. We also host a couple of really cool festivals throughout the course of the year. So this past weekend, we actually had one of our festivals that was called Roots Blues and Barbecue Festival. So it's a 3-day music festival in one of the parks here in Columbia. We bring in a lot of cool artists. Brandy Carlisle, Sheryl Crow were a couple of the artists there this year. And then every spring we do True Falls Film Festival. And that's an international documentary film festival where the producers, directors come in from all over the world right here to Columbia. Now, focusing a little bit more on the university itself, we are a large university and we've got about 31,000 total students. Now, of those 31,000, about 24,000 are going to be undergraduate level. So that's about 7,000 total of those graduate and professional students. Now, here at Mizzou, we do have a law, vet, and medical school all on one campus. We're actually one of only 9 public institutions in the country to have all 3 in one spot. Now, something that I really like about Mizzou that stood out to me when I was choosing a school was the fact that there are students coming from all over the place. So all 50 states, every county in Missouri, as well as over 110 countries. We're also the land grant and AAU institution for the state of Missouri. So basically that just means you are getting an elite tier 1 research education for the cost of a land grant or flagship university. This is a map of where we see most of our students coming from. So overall, about 65% of our students come from the state of Missouri. Outside of that, you can see that we pull a lot from the Midwest. So we have a lot of students coming from Kansas, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, as well as Texas, Colorado, even as far as California. Now, switching gears a little bit and talking about the admissions requirements. So when you apply to Mizzou for my current seniors, you can either apply as a test score applicant or a test optional applicant. Now, no matter which way you apply, the first thing that we're going to look at is your high school transcript for these 17 core credits. So 4 units of math and English, 3 of social studies and science, 2 in the same foreign language, and 1 fine art. So for my test score applicants, all of those courses combined with a 24 on the ACT or an 1160 on the SAT, basically that's going to be considered automatic admission. Now, students that have below a 24 or 1160 are going to be reviewed based on this sliding scale. So students that go to ranking high schools will look there to the left, and my non-ranking students are going to look to the right. For ranking students, basically how it works is the higher the test score, the lower that GPA or that class rank needs to be, and vice versa. And on the flip side of that, with non-ranking students, the higher the test score, the lower the core GPA needs to be, and vice versa. So we evaluate based on core GPA, and that is essentially a special GPA calculated based on those 17 credits that we evaluate for admission. Now, for test optional students, basically it is going to be more of a holistic review. So we're going to look at your transcript for those 17 core courses, but then we're also going to look at 3 essay questions that are included as a part of that initial application. So both are really great options. If you're not sure which way you should apply, reach out to our admissions office, and we can kind of always help with that advising piece of seeing what is going to be the best route for admission. Now, kind of focusing on our programs at Mizzou, we have over 300 different degree programs. Some of our most popular include journalism. We're the world's first journalism school. We have our business program is very popular, as well as engineering, and health professions are probably our top 4 programs at Mizzou. In addition to all of those degree programs, we also have over 600 clubs and organizations. So I usually like to say, basically any way that you want to get involved in college at Mizzou, there's going to be an opportunity for you to do so. And then in addition to that, we are in the SEC or Southeastern Conference, and we have 20 Division I teams. Now, something really special about Mizzou that we kind of put into all of our degree programs is called the Missouri Method. So no matter what degree program you are in, you'll be learning by doing at some point. So if you're interested in the College of Education, we'll get you in the classroom as early as your freshman year or sophomore year on campus. Any of our clinical healthcare programs are going to be working with real hands-on patients through the university hospital system. Now we have a few different kinds of scholarships at Mizzou. The competitive awards are going to be due December 1st of senior year. And then we have some automatic merit-based scholarships that are going to look at a combination of test score and GPA. Now, test score, you can keep retesting throughout that July test date of senior year. And always we want you to try and visit campus. So that's kind of my biggest piece of advice throughout your college search process is try to get on those college campuses, see what it feels like to be a student at that university. We have both in-person and virtual options. We're kind of extending a lot of those in-person options to the weekends. So just checking our website for that availability. But you can always reach out if you do have any questions. We are here to help, and I will drop my email in the chat as well. And thank you guys so much for being here today.
Awesome. Thank you, Mizzou. We have just a few minutes left, so I'd like to invite all of our panelists to return to video and audio. And I have a quick question for you all. What is one thing you would like students to remember about your college or university? And we can start with Ole Miss.
Hi, you know what? I would love for students just to remember that we are a very welcoming and inclusive community with a family type of environment. We care about all of our members of our community, and it's one of the most beautiful college campuses. So come and see us.
Awesome. Southeast Missouri State.
Yeah, so with SEMO, I would definitely want students just to remember that we're that perfect medium-sized school. You know, we're not too big, we're not too small, but we're big enough that we have students from all over. So there's a lot of diversity on our campus.
Great. St. Charles Community College.
I think because you could really take advantage of multiple schools on this call if you started at St. Charles Community College, getting those general education classes out of the way, those prerequisite courses, and then picking what four-year school you want to transfer to afterward. It's a really great way to take advantage of the affordability of that two-year school before then transferring to complete your bachelor's somewhere else.
Great. And then Research College of Nursing.
Yeah, I would just say if you're interested in helping people and helping advance healthcare and equitable healthcare and looking at issues in populated areas, where is healthcare being provided well, and where do we need to do a better job, join us in the healthcare profession and check out Research College of Nursing.
Southern Illinois University.
I would say that we're a very student-oriented institution. So by that, I just mean that we make sure that the students have plenty of options to make their experience better.
Great. And then University of Missouri.
So I think with Mizzou, something that I always kind of like to mention is that we are a large university, but because we're a large university, we have the resources to make it more personalized and individual. So we're big enough to be small enough, and you will never feel like just a number at Mizzou.
Great. And you all were so efficient at answering that. I think we have time for one more question. What is one myth you would like to debunk about the college admissions process?
So I would say that we are real people and that we are here to assist you in your college search process. I was on a phone call earlier today with the college counselor. She was in a room with a lot of students and they were like, wait, you're on the phone with them? And she was repeating to me, and it's like, yes, contact us. This is our job. So that's the first thing. We want to hear from you. This is what we are paid to do, but more so, I think all enjoy serving students and families. So use us.
I would just add, especially at like the test optional universities, it's okay to apply if you don't have a test score. Don't wait until after you test to apply. Go ahead and apply now and then send them later.
A really common conversation, especially at the community college, is getting started is not as complicated or scary as you might think. And again, all you have to do is ask for help. That's literally why we all have jobs. So please use those resources on the college campus because we want to talk to you and we want to see you.
I would echo a lot of what's being said, and Debbie, what you said resonated with me so well, because sometimes on the website, I'm on the chat feature on our website and people say, oh, you're not a robot? I'm like, no, I'm a real person. I'm here chatting with you. We are looking for a way to help say yes to you. So use us and get to know us and let us get to know you. We are not looking for ways to turn you down. So we're trying to help you find a path that works for you, whether it's our school or somewhere else. So just, again, yeah, use us for the passion that we have to help you get going.
I would add that it's okay to not know what you want to do coming in. We have plenty of resources to help you, and we also don't mind sharing our experience with you. So definitely don't be afraid to come in undecided.
And something I always like to mention is that just because you're not receiving tons of mail or recruitment materials from universities, just keep in mind that every school has a different recruitment budget. That doesn't mean that they don't want you if you're not receiving tons and tons of mail. So even if you receive nothing, reach out, learn more about these universities, because all of us want you at our school. You're all awesome students, and we just want to help you get there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your advice, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as we wrap up tonight. So a couple of quick notes. I'd like to thank all of our panelists tonight, and I'd like to thank our attendees, both those who are with us live and those who are watching later, for joining us. When you close the window for tonight's session, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey that we'd like for you to fill out, and we appreciate any feedback you can provide to us about tonight's event. I encourage you to visit the website and check out the schedule for any additional sessions you're interested in attending. Tonight's session was recorded, so the recording will be available on the website at strivescan.com/Missouri very soon, and you can take a look at this session as well as any others that you weren't able to attend tonight. So thank you all for attending, and I hope you have a great evening.